enjoying a 2-point material. Brutus had a chance. Brutus had a chance. But oh my god, you get so freaking lucky again. What the fudge? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most prestigious and high-pressure stage that chess has to offer. This is the Force Drive Chess Championship between Brutus and you, episode 3 of these two clashing in our Force Drive Chess Tournament finals. Brutus is a 4-time chess champion and has gotten the better of you in the previous 2 matches in the championship, and you is going to be looking to extract his revenge after an absolute miraculous performance to get him to this stage. And Brutus also a stellar performance. But now as time ticks down, we are also requiring Brutus to grant 30 seconds of time odds to you in this spot. And we are going to get a, I believe it is a not Petrov, it's a Philidor, I believe. Chess.com's gonna roast me in a second, I'm pretty sure. I always get the P names mixed up. It's either Philidor or Petrov, I'm pretty sure it's Philidor. But anyways, pawn pushes forward here now. There are some cases we can bring the queen up here. Ooh, I actually kind of like this move from you. Now Brutus is gonna respond with a pawn push of his own. Pieces are starting to come off the board. Players are playing with very, very intense pace. And now what does you do here? I think in most spots you got to fianchetto the bishop here. Fianchetto the bishop, keep the X-ray vision alive on this. If you go here, you low-key kind of hinder your position ever so slightly. I don't know about that pawn push. Maybe not. Bishop now comes in here. Now the knight's going to be under fire. You're going to have to move the knight back here. Or I don't think you want to go here because then this is going to become an isolated pawn. It's going to be very, very dangerous as well as this one. That does go over there though. Knight b4 has been played. Brutus wasting no time, going ahead and taking the piece here. You still up on the clock, ever so by a little tad bit. Pawn is going to push forward here now to d5 though. And now you taking a bit of a thunk. Pondering and wondering what he is to do. I think he needs to... I really, really liked the enchanting there a little bit more. Oh my god, and now he's going to lose his right to castle. Except for the knight. Thank god the horsey stable was right there on the f3 square. Well-timed horsey move, so king does not lose right to castle. If king moves, you can't castle, by the way, if you don't know that. Castle's played by both players. And now the bishop's going to come all the way back here, looking to put a little pressure down here. Maybe some instances, queen can come down here, but like that can quickly be stopped. Pawn pushes forward here now. I think you can now get the bishop in here. I don't know how potent that's going to be, because you just bring the rook over here, and then like if the rook comes here, you just go here. Queen comes in here now. Very intriguing stuff here for Mr. Brutus. Both players are doing very, very well with their clock management. Brutus has basically erased the time odds at this point, or at this stage of the game. But there is a big attack brewing. And it looks like there's also a free pawn hanging in the balance down here for Brutus. But Brutus is thinking. He is pondering. Goes ahead and takes on b2. Knight's not going to come up here. Everything is still covered, and Brutus is completely and utterly in the driver's seat as it currently stands, enjoying a 2-point material. Brutus had a chance. Brutus had a chance. But oh my god, you get so freaking lucky again. What the fudge? Blurred in one single move. Oh my god, and I know Brutus has seen it now. I know he has seen it now. He had a chance to finish this game with a cutting-edge sword blow, taking White's castle with no ifs, ands, or buts. But now the pawn's going to come forward here for Mr. Brutus. I genuinely think that you, no matter what, is going to have to continue with his most effective plan so far today, which is maintaining the intensity and pressure on his opponent. Brutus is now below 1 minute on his clock too now. You is 1 minute and 20 seconds away, or on his clock. How is this going to conclude though? There can only be one of our favorite and most intense rivalries ever. It's gonna lose another pawn, but I think he's okay with that. I think you just gotta keep playing chess. This rook is also hanging right now. You have to do something. You gotta bring the rook down here probably. Tension is at an all-time high. Pressure is going to continue to mount. Who is going to be our Force Drive Chess champion? And that blunders. The rook! What did he do with the rook? Why did he take the rook? The rook is hanging. The rook is hanging. This rook is also hanging. But you get less points because then you take the bishop back. But The pawn's pushed forward here now. Good golly, dude. This game is really freaking stressing me the frick out. That move loses everything, I want to say. I think you have to take here now. You have to take the queen, yeah. You have to take the queen. And now you is lower on time than Brutus. But he brings the queen up here. Queen's going to stay on the board for just a little bit longer. The rook is barely stopping the checkmating threat here. But there's no time to waste. And ladies and gentlemen, you is in the red. Is this the end? Is this where the dream comes to a screeching halt? And is this where legacies are built from brick and stone? I don't really know what that means. Queen's gonna take back. You still has material on the board, barely surviving the checkmating threat. But the rook is going to take here. And it will result in checkmate. And ladies and gentlemen, Brutus, after a spectacular tournament performance here today, will be our champion, claiming his 5th title and joining the most prestigious company in the entire Full Strive Discord server, becoming a 5-time Full Strive chess champion. GG's to Brutus. GG's to you.